Hello, people. Tuesday, let me get the date right. 30th of January, right? Tuesday, yeah. I just missed a call. I think it's from my neighbor. If he's having an emergency, he can call in an ambulance. I'm not an ambulance. Cheers, people. Well, I'll respond to some comments in the section in a second. But happy to share good news. Things are coming along. Musically, I had a really good rehearsal yesterday with David Nance and Mowed sound. It was our second rehearsal with the whole group, the entire Mowed sound, as it stands now, which is 5 people. And we have the record release show on February 16th. I'm excited. Yeah, I really like working with this group of people. I feel very privileged to be involved. David is on the rise. He is a talent, and he's rising to the occasion. It was really obvious in rehearsal yesterday. He's got a really good voice, but also he has a persona. He captures your attention. He's one of those kind of people that when you want to pay attention to him. Even better yesterday was that the records came in for the band. The record doesn't come out until a week from Friday, but we got our copies yesterday. And I couldn't be more pleased. David Nance and Mowed sound. Now, I asked David about the cover before, and I forgot what he told me because it's kind of it is illusory. It almost looks like you're seeing something behind the wood, but I think that's a wall. I'm not sure. But I love the look. I love the look. And I love the back. There we are. 6 people. Sorry, not 5, 6. With Pearl Lovejoy Boyd on vocals. What a lovely voice she has. Folks, to me, it's still very exciting putting out records. I'll show more of it and talk more about it in one sec. At rehearsal, as David was handing the records out to people, I'm very excited, like a kid on Christmas. And I said, wow, this is just fantastic. So I asked the other people, do you guys keep track of how many recordings that you are on? How many records you've released? And everyone said no, I said, this is my 162nd release. This is the 162nd recording that I play on or I'm involved in that has been released to the public. I don't even have copies of everything I've played on, unfortunately. But the thrill does not diminish over time. I am absolutely thrilled with this. I love that. It came in 2 editions. 2 editions. Let me. Being a band member, of course, I get both. So here I'll show the standard black vinyl. David and most of the other guys in the band aren't into colored vinyl. They kind of don't even like it. David said he didn't really want colored vinyl, but the label said, what colored vinyl you want? We're going to have it. I'm glad. So there's the black. I'll show the green in a second, but here's the insert. Isn't that a cool insert? That is the guitar that unfortunately David lost. It got stolen. It's a guitar that he built. from junk parts of all kinds of guitars. Really hurt him when he lost it. There's one side, and here's the other side of the insert. I'm very pleased with this. Yes, I love being involved in the music business in this sense of making records. I love seeing my image like this. I love seeing the record being advertised in the music news. I look forward to when this drops. I think this will do okay. This definitely has a broader appeal than my music. Can't help but think about these things, folks. You know, the comparisons to what I'm doing. And here, here's the limited edition green vinyl. I like the green myself. I said to David, well, that's an ecological green. Come on, man. Because he doesn't care for it. This sounds great. I play on the majority of the album. I think there's only 3 songs that I don't play on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, there's 4 tracks that I don't play on. Otherwise, I play on the album. And in retrospect, while we were making the record, I was underused. But again, it's David's thing. So I wanted to follow his lead as to what he wanted on the record. So I just played bass. We dabbled with me doing some guitar stuff, but it didn't happen. But on now for the show, the record release, in order to really realize the music, I'm playing bass, acoustic guitar, electric guitar, synthesizer, and electric piano on different songs. I'm happy about that because, you know, yeah, I got something to contribute. Folks, thank you so much for your continued support. It's really interesting. My video about, let me just go and look at the number again. So on average, my videos within a 24-hour period get about 1.5 to 1.6 views. However, just a minute now, I'll get it. The recent one where I said, thank you so much for your love, patience, and support has gotten over 4,000 views as compared to all my other videos. All the other videos are the average, 1,200 to 1,700 views. And I'm still receiving words of encouragement, which I thank you, folks. The latest one is from Film Geekable. Fuck them. Your collection, insight, knowledge, and humor are wonderful to watch. Thank you. Do they still make Blake sleeves? Someone asked. I don't know. I'm just using regular poly sleeves, these that you buy in the record store. Okay? People have asking me about these bands and stuff. Folks, I listen to stuff, but, have you heard? Can get a little boring. Like I said, I hoover music, so the answer is yes. I be checking shit out, people. I'm not watching TV. I'm not watching porn. I'm looking up music. So what else? Well, last night after playing the David Nance Mowed sound album a couple of times just to celebrate, I love the needle drop. This really is a good listen. I'm really proud of this. But I watched a few videos. I see that there's a thread going around about Prog. So I tried to watch some of those, and I got bored because people keep showing the same fucking records. I have almost all those records people keep showing over and over again. That's why I don't show them, okay? It did prompt me to dig into my Genesis and pull out a boot that I had bought not that long ago, but did not had not really investigated. Genesis, A Death in Any Town, recorded live at the Felt Forum, 1973. This is supposedly an amazing cornyphone bootleg that became really synonymous with bootlegs back in the day. So how is this? Well, it's an audience recording, so there's no fidelity. There is no fidelity, you know what I mean? It's like listening to them on a transistor radio. But I actually listened to a whole side, and the thing that was enjoyable about the listen was the Peter Gabriel rapport with the audience in between songs, telling those silly stories that he would as the band tuned up and got ready for the next song. The performances, even though the sound quality is terrible, the performance is pretty strong. You can hear that the band is excited. This coffee is good. Do I have anything else down here to show? No, I don't. So what I thought I would do is, I'm not into threads. You know, I did it years ago. The questions, it's like, I don't want to be bothered with the questions, honestly. So, but I'll participate in this way, if you all don't mind, because I am a VC member. Let me just see what I can grab right here that is Prog. And the first thing that is easy to grab here is the band from Finland. I love this band, Wigwam. And this is their album Tombstone Valentine that came out. It came out in America. This is a DJ copy. It did nothing. Look at the hype sticker. Talking about Bee Gees, Abbey Road, and Tommy. It didn't work. It didn't work. Good album. Wigwam, Fairyport. This is Prog. This is and jazzy. And just good. Took me forever to get a copy of this. I finally just bought a reissue. Love that color. But for a long time I was holding out, wanting to buy an original. I never saw one in decent shape at a price that I would pay. This is a very good album. This is definitely progressive, you know, it's Prog, you know. These are there too. Wigwam, Nuclear Nightclub, and Being. I have more, but I just grabbed these. What else right quick can I see that's under Prog? Well, this is easy. These are the W's right here. Steven Wilson, you know, modern Prog. The Raven That Refused to Sing and Other Stories. This is kind of a sad album to my ears. I don't listen to it much because the mood overall to me is really inward and kind of sad. But here's another Prog album for you. You can see here, King Crimson is there, and that's real obvious. We don't want to show obvious. Here's one. I think this band is from Switzerland. Krokodil. An Invisible World Revealed. Here's another one of those cool-ass covers. This is a reissue because this is hard to find and expensive. When I played in Switzerland with Sun Ambulance, we played at a bar. I forget what town it was. We played a few places in Switzerland. But one place we played, the drummer of this band, Dude Dirks, his daughter was working as a waitress at the bar. And the sound man told me that because, well, he was the local sound man, and me being a traveling band and me being me, I'm just really soaking everything in. I'm looking at the walls of the club and some of the old flyers from old shows, and I saw flyers for the band Krokodil. And I said, well, I know who this band is. And he was impressed, of course, that I knew who they were. He says, "Oh, well, the drummer's daughter works here." I said, "Really? I'd like to meet her." So I took a picture of myself with her, you know. That's about what I have to share. I'm really excited about the David Nance album coming out. I got an order in yesterday, so again, you don't have to wait. It's not just these. I have these, but I have 100. Like I said, my total discography is 162 titles. Um, that'd be quite a feat for someone to try to collect all of my stuff. I try to collect it, but that includes not just records, albums, 45s, but also compact discs, um, cassettes, and also floppy disks. I actually did a couple of art projects where the music was released on floppy disks, so we sold a few. Of course, they're totally obsolete now. So, hope you folks are doing all right. Hope family's doing all right. Um, my main plan for today is to practice. That's the other thing about doing these keyboard parts live with the band. In the studio here, my room, I call it a studio. It is a studio. When I use my MIDI keyboard, the MIDI keyboards are not full size, but Jim Schroeder, guitarist in the band, is a gear nut, and so we're using a lot of his gear, and he has a Wurlitzer electric piano, and that's full size, weighted keys, full. So I have to practice because it's easy to finger these little keys. The big ones weighted is a. So this is good for me. It's actually teaching me. I'm having to actually practice playing, and it's a good discipline. So that's what's on the radar for today, and I hope it's a good day for people. I hope it's a good day in the world, news wise. I know that's asking for too much, but it's always a hope. That's about it. Okay, I'll leave it right there. Everyone, take care.